Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Bell's Brewing. They're up in Michigan. This is their special double cream stout. Guys, they've changed the label on this bottle. I did this beer about 6 years ago. It had a different label on the tin. And I thought it was a very, very tasty beer then. I don't know if they've changed the recipe or anything since they've changed the label. Now have this different label on it, but it's still a very low ABV beer, 6.1%. And this one was bottled on 08/23 of 17, and today is 09/18. So fairly fresh beer. This was sent to me by Brad. So Brad, thanks so much, my brother. I do appreciate the beer you pick up and spend your hard-earned money on and send to me. For me to review, but like I said, I have reviewed this one, but it's been a long time ago, 6 years ago. So let's see if I find it just as tasty now as I did then. My palate has changed tremendously since I reviewed this the first time. So, and I'm a big fan of Bell's beers. I am. Too Hard is one of my favorites. It's a chore to find it fresh around here. All right. Commercial description of double cream stout derives its name from its smooth, creamy texture, not the ingredients. Completely dairy-free, the stout blends 10 different specialty malts to yield a remarkable depth of flavor. With only a touch of burnt notes, double cream stout focuses on the softer cocoa and espresso-like aspects of roasted malt. As far as IBUs, Untapped has it at 55, which is kind of up there. I'm surprised that it's that much, but with a lot of sweet malt, sometimes it takes that much bittering to balance it out. So we shall see here in just a minute. We're going to get the cap off this thing. We read the commercial description, so I guess it's time. Let's get the cap off of it. See what we got going on here. Like I said, fairly low ABV for a stout, 6.1%. Nice little hiss. They've changed the cap, so I want to save that. Put it on the fridge downstairs. Into the glass we go. Comes out pretty dark here, guys. I'm going to stand it up and see if we can get any head here. Cuisine is barbecue cheese and buttery brie, good Havarti Swift. Earthy Camembert Fontina, you're nutty. No, it doesn't say that. It says general chocolate, dessert, meat, beef, shellfish, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glass for a pint, Becker 9 tumbler mug, size Sidell. I got my favorite snifter. It says here not recommended for extended cellarings. So it doesn't say anything about brewed with any coffee or anything. There may be some coffee notes in there from the malt that they've used. 10 different malts, so a lot of different malts in the brewing of this beer. And they didn't pour hardly any head at all. Just barely covering the top of the beer. Over into the light, I'm not getting a whole lot. That low of an ABV, I was expecting a little bit of red rubbiness around the thin part, and I'm just getting just ever so slight. It's pretty dark. Let's get it to the nose. Rich roasted malt. I'm just getting that right off the bat. Some bittersweet cocoa. It does have a nice sweetness, even though they're saying they've not used any dairy. I'm taking that means lactose too. I am getting just a slight hint of some coffee in there. Maybe some molasses. Smells very good. Let's dive in. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Brad. Very nice. Very nice. Not quite as impressive as I thought it was back when I did it 6 years ago, but like I said, my palate's advanced quite a bit since I reviewed this the first time. Before, when I did it and let her taste it, she was getting a little bit of licorice. I'm not getting that right out of the fridge right now. That may come out as it warms up, and that's what I'm getting ready to do. Go sip on it for a little bit, let her taste it, and see where it ends up. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little bit left here. Decent beer, guys. Not quite as impressive as I was 6 years ago when I first started getting into beer reviews. A lot of malt, 10 different malts used on this. For a 6%er though, it's a little on the thin, watery side. I don't know if they use any oats or oatmeal in the brewing of this beer, and they call it a cream stout. Not getting so much of the creaminess now. It does have a nice mouthfeel, I will give it that. I'm not getting any licorice or dark fruit or anything like that. It's a big roasted malt stout as far as big roastiness. Not a lot of ABV. And when you do the 6% stouts, especially where my palate is now, they seem a little thin to me. They're not like they're drinking a 8, 9, 10 plus ABV beer. But it's a good transitional beer, a nice beer to get into the stouts, in my opinion. So, not sure I would buy this beer, to be honest with it, but it is a good transitional beer to me. Something, if you've never had a stout, to get you into it. Something that's not going to be huge ABV and make you inebriated and all that kind of stuff. A good transitional stout, so buy one too. Not as impressed, like I said, like I was 6 years ago when I first had it. But it is a good beer. It's a well-made beer. I'm not getting absolutely none of the 6% alcohol. So a lot of roasted malt. I'm getting that slight hint of some peat in there. I don't want to call it a smoked malt, but I am getting some peaty characteristics, just like I did the last time I had it. Good beer though. It is a good beer. I don't think it's an A beer though, and I'm not going to give it to A this time. I think it's a B+ beer, and I'm going to give it an 88. That's where I'm going to put this beer. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 89. Pretty close to those numbers there, guys. And final check-in, Untapped has it at 3.85. That's their B+ range also. It's a B+ beer, guys, now. I don't think they've changed the recipe. I'm not sure. But like I said, a good entry-level stout, in my opinion. Something that's not going to be too boozy, too big for your palate. Something in the 6% range that you could try and to get into the darker beers. So, if you've had this one, the special double cream stout from Bell's Brewing, let me know what you think, guys. And until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.